Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Planet Coaster Alpha 3. This is episode 9, I think, and we're working on a brand new area today. I did some finishing touches over in the Sarsaparilla Hills area, so give you guys a quick overview. It's very quick, especially when I speed up the footage, but just added some more red rocks and stuff all throughout the different caverns and things. A couple different things that people suggested that I did, and it's looking alright. I'm excited to do the grand tour in 2 more episodes, because we start on the futuristic area here, which I do need a name for, so you guys got to give me some name suggestions for the future area. Let's try and think of something a little bit clever. Let's get those brain juices flowing, and then we'll do a second episode after this, finishing up the future area, and then the third episode after this will be the grand tour of the entire park. So that's going to be a long video, but very laggy, just because the game is not performing super well. I'm actually looking to upgrade my PC soon, relatively soon, like within the next month or so. We're going to upgrade a brand new system. It's a little tight just right now. Well, just trying to figure out if I can afford it and everything. So, I don't know, I guess this will be a perfect opportunity to plug the Patreon campaign. I do have a Patreon if you guys are interested. The link's in the description below. It's the best way to support your channel. I have different tiers like ad block forgiveness. We have a Discord chat where we hang out, play games, and I do like I drop any random game keys I have there and stuff. And it's just a generally fun time. If any of my patrons are watching, you guys can go ahead and let people know how enjoyable it is in there. I guess. Also, I'm trying to post more on there, but there's a random little plug. And what are we doing now? Yeah, playing this game. Because I really would like to improve my system, because my system's getting a little old. The processor and graphics card are each like 2 to 4 years old, so it's getting there. And that certainly means we'd be able to build some bigger and sweeter parks in this game. Well, it depends on how well optimized it is for the final result. Can't wait to see how far this game's going to come, but there we go. Thought I'd just randomly talk about stuff while we're finishing up the entrance area. For this area, I'm doing very basic, clean, and white. A lot of white, because things in the future are very clean and white, right? I mean, that's what it feels like in my head. I was kind of inspired by this area for by things like if you've ever played Anno 2205, it's a futuristic kind of city management game. It's in the Anno series. I played it on my channel last fall. Like, I think it was in November we played Anno 2205. It was a lot of fun. Really cool futuristic buildings and stuff. So I was kind of thinking back to that of what I wanted to do here, and kind of just using it to inspire myself. So the first thing we're doing is building 2 little ponds right at the beginning here. Well, I guess it's the end. It depends on which way you enter this part of the park. But they're just going over these little ponds, and then we have this bridge kind of going straight over them. I thought it'd be cool just to have like a big reflecting pool. And then we had this path going around, and I put benches and stuff on it, but the people never go there. There's no destination for them to actually go to, so unfortunately they never go there. A little disappointing. Maybe I'm trying to figure out if I could put something there. I was hoping that the benches would draw them over, like it would seek them out, but it doesn't work like that, so that's okay. It's just for show. Maybe I could put some other attractions there, or something like a restroom. Oh, we already have a restroom. I'm not sure. I didn't want to have to put another thing there. Oh, and that is not a very good looking circle. Oh, I did not lay those out very well, but yeah, they came out looking all right. So now we're just dressing up the area, adding some lovely flowers and plants and bushes and trees, all that sort of thing. You guys know I enjoy quite much. I am a good talker. I talk good. Good God. And I was trying to figure out a way to put some little water spurts, what's the word, fountains, I guess, in there. We found it this way, so I made a little wall just to kind of hold them in, because I didn't like to just have them kind of free floating in the water. So this looks like a little bit more of a deliberate structure. And I could not get the water to sync up. It was kind of driving me crazy. So the ones on the right are out of sync. I guess if I made both sides one structure, that would sync them up. I'm actually going to change that. I don't know why I didn't think of that when I was making it, but you can see right here, because I thought it synced for when you placed it, but I guess that wasn't true. It was just being a little silly, because since I copied and pasted it, you'd think it would just automatically be in sync, but it was being a little weird. I'll have to figure out how that system works a little bit more. They were adding a bunch of lights that I end up removing later in lieu of different lighting. As I usually do. I always am doing that. Lamps, I always put them down, and then I end up moving them. And I just let the game progress a little bit so we could get to the nighttime to see how the lighting was looking. A little dark right now, but it should be daytime soon, because I'm just letting the clock run out. And then I wanted some like strange abstract shape or structure over these little ponds. And so I just took these parts. I don't even remember what I typed there. Yeah, I've been typing little secret messages in those parts. People have been enjoying that, but I just made these random structures, and I think it came out looking okay. I really don't know what made me think of this or why I wanted to do it. I just wanted something like big and grand and kind of abstract and like it's futuristic in my mind. I'm not sure. Hopefully this music's futuristic. I found some royalty-free techno music, so I threw that in. I don't know how futuristic it really sounds, but it works for me. Just increasing the angle right there. And so I had an idea to like do multiple ones, kind of wrapping around the area, but I thought just 2 of them looked pretty nice, and eventually I light them up a little bit, and they look pretty cool at night. I put some lights down at the bottom, and then I put one of the cube lights on the top. I use the cube lights a lot in this area. They're very fancy and futuristic looking to me, so I think they fit well with the whole area. And what am I doing now? Now we're putting lights on it. Okay, there we go. I'm still in the clock run. I'm not entirely sure why I'm doing that. And then I didn't like how this was looking, so I'm like, okay. We're just gonna take those out, add some whites. I wish I could change the color of those metal roofs. That's so annoying, because those are one of the pieces from Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 that you can never change the color of. So I was hoping in Alpha 3 you could change the color of those metal roofs, but I was wrong, unfortunately. So, what are you gonna do? And this part, I wanted some sort of wrapping going around this whole area. And I was just gonna do like a small retaining wall or something. And I was like, no, you know what? We're just gonna go a little bit more abstract than just these little white cubes. Just kind of line the perimeter, kind of like a stones around a pathway. But you know, the camera looking pretty cool. This looks really cool in when it's sped up like this, because it was kind of slow, just being going click, click, click. But sped up, it kind of just looks like I'm clicking and dragging the whole thing around. There we go. That came out looking all right. And now we're adding our first ride to our future area of the park, the futuristic area. I picked the cube, which seemed like a very cool futuristic ride for me. And normally I make all my paths all wavy and everything, but here I'm going very straight lines to kind of go with the cubic nature of the ride. And then for this, I don't know why I thought of it. I guess it was just the name of the cube, but bear with me. This looks like it's gonna be dumb initially. It looks like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, C-Top, what are you doing, man? I know the rides call it cube, but chill it with the cubes. But trust me, guys, this is gonna look freaking sweet. You probably already got a glimpse of it, because I'm probably gonna use it in the thumbnail for this video. Which I've been having a lot of fun making the thumbnails for this game. If you guys don't know, I'm a photographer, so I really like try hard to make nice thumbnails for it. So I've been pretty proud of the past couple ones. That was probably a rather difficult way to do it. I should have just remade it instead of manually changing every panel, but oh well, when it's sped up it looks fine. And now is the point where you go, C-Top, what are you doing, man? I can't believe this. I'm chucking cubes all over the place, man. So the ride's called the Cube? Okay, so we're gonna put cubes everywhere. And there's gonna be cubes inside of cubes, touching cubes. So many cubes you won't even know what to do. But it looks weird, but isn't that cool looking? Like, you know, it's weird. I don't know what they are. It's super abstract. Like, I don't know. It kind of fits the theme of the futuristic style, but it's a very modern art style. But I just think it's so cool looking. Just these floating cubes, especially when we dress up the bottom. But look at that. And then what's cool about that ride, it's called the Cube because it lifts up. You guys saw it in the first Planet Coaster Alpha 3 video I did. The whole thing kind of lifts up and starts flipping around into a bunch of different squares. And so when that thing's kicking off in there, dang it, I forgot to change the color of the ride again. Oh, I was doing that. I need to change. Okay, that ride's gonna be like black or white. One of them, maybe both. Just get rid of that blue. Oh, it's so cool. And now we're gonna make a really cool reflecting pool with a nice little retaining wall. I'm just raising those cubes up a little bit so they don't adjust the terrain or anything. Because you guys saw the terrain was sticking to the bottom of it a little bit. But I wanted this whole area kind of on water. And look at that high water level. Ooh. Oh, it's so pretty looking. And this is what really pulls the whole area together. This nice retaining wall. This took me a little bit of finicking around to get to look right. But the end result is bellissimo. Muy bueno. Sehr gut. There, check it out. That was 3 languages right there, and I think I only did one of them wrong. I don't think bellissimo. Wait, is that how you say that? I thought that was Italian. I don't know. It's Italian, Spanish, and German. Look at that. I'm quadlingual. I can't even speak English. Quit bragging about being able to speak other languages. I'm terrible at my native language. I'm actually alright. I like to think I'm a fairly competent speaker. As long as I'm not talking to other people. If I just talk here to a video, I'm fine. You know, it's taking some getting used to. I was the quiet child. I never really talked or anything, so you guys have helped me come out of my shell. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have made me a full-fledged person. I don't know what we're doing. I'm just trying to think of something to talk about. His music is really pumping though. I like it. It's really inspiring me to chat about what we got going on here. Kevin MacLeod, man, he makes awesome royalty-free music that you can just use for anything. He's one of my favorite people. I've never even seen him. He just makes music, and all his videos are just his little mouse cursor bouncing around. It's fantastic. Though you do start to recognize a lot. His music gets used a lot. Look at this, ready? I couldn't fix that piece, so I just chucked the little rock on it. Why did I just move a cube down there? I might do that. Those rocks look a little out of place. I think I might just remove those rocks and then put cubes over those little sections that I couldn't really get to look right. And then check it out. Even tinier cubes. These little lights are itty bitty cubes. Look how, God, that looks so cool. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I think this might be like one of my favorite rides in this whole park now. Just the whole thing is so cool. You get these random weird floating cubes for no particular reason, and I just think it looks awesome. Now over here I want to just, a secondary path to kind of just fill in that space. People actually end up using that more than the path because naturally it is a shorter path between the points, so that the AI is going to take the shorter path. Of course, it's always hard walling in these sort of odd shapes. Like, it's a lot easier to wall in the shapes that are just like straight lines and paths and like sharp turns, but when you have a little weird shape like this, it does take a little bit of finicking around. I wish there was a path. Here's what would be cool. If you could take a path and you could edit the path like a building, so I could attach these white barriers to it, and then I could save that as a blueprint path, and then I can just do the normal like click to build path and it'll automatically have these walls on it. How cool would that be? That's probably asking a little too much, because I mean, what would happen when the path curves and everything, but I think that'd be cool. Planet Coaster devs, knock knock knock. I'm gonna come knock on your door with my emails or my tweets. Probably tweets. I don't want to email them, but there we go. Finish up that little area. Just kind of walled it in, and then for some reason here I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let you guys take it all in. It's looking cool. This is definitely distinctive from the other areas, and that's what I really wanted. I wanted all these areas, the Prehistoric Peak, Greek Grotto, Medieval Midway, Sarsaparilla Hills, and the Futureland to all feel really unique and distinctive from one another. Look at that sunlight reflecting off the water and those cubes shadows just kind of floating around. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. And then to kind of fill in this area here, I wanted to put a bathroom, and what else did I put? I think I put like a hat stand, the gift shop, I guess it's now called. It's no longer a hat stand, and this is kind of similar to something I did in the futuristic area of Seatopia, which is like kind of a greenhouse building. I left it open on top, but I don't know, because I might enclose the whole thing, kind of make it feel a bit more like a futuristic greenhouse or something, but I didn't want to obstruct the view of the cube ride. Now, I think this would look better closed in. I'll try it in the next video for this park, which is probably going to be a long one because there's still quite a bit of stuff to do in this area. But I thought we accomplish a little bit, we accomplished enough for a short video. These videos still take a while to make. This was a total of, I think, two and a half hours of recording, something like that. So it wasn't quite as long. I weren't doing quite as highly detailed stuff. That is a nicer thing about this theme I'm going with is where I'm allowing these flat surfaces and stuff for the first time, because previously I've always talked about no flat surfaces, no solid colors and stuff, because that's how I make things look unique and original and make it look like it's mine rather than just game pieces. And for some reason I put that little wall in front of the bathroom, like you can't actually get in it now, so I forgot that wasn't just like a store or something, it was actually a bathroom. I'm like, oh, that makes more sense. So, oh well, we shall persevere. Then it's just chucking some lights all throughout there, trying to brand the area up a little bit. At the end of this video, I go crazy on adding lights everywhere. And then I wanted just a nice little wall to kind of place around the whole area. Someone pointed in the last episode that they said, oh, well, if you don't want your people wandering off like a realistic theme park, you should have walls everywhere along the paths. And if you guys see my previous parks like Seatopia and Kings Lake, you know I normally do that. I try and wall in all the paths and everything to stop people from kind of wandering away. I don't know why I didn't really in this one. It could have been just because I wanted to focus my efforts on everything else, and I didn't want to spend game assets and resources on things like that. But I don't know. It's good to mix things up, and it does take a long time to wall everything. It gets kind of annoying, but well, not annoying. I still enjoy the process. It can just get a little tedious. and let the game time run forward. Add some lights all around, just trying to brighten up the area. I mean, it's the future. There's supposed to be lights everywhere, and this is a neat little trick. So these big lamps are the best light sources in the game, but they're not that great looking. They look very stagey and they kind of stick out, but they do cast light through objects and walls and scenery and stuff. So I basically just hide them in walls. So I built other light sources so it looks like the light could be coming from them, so it doesn't look super unrealistic. But see, like this, we can just take them, we can hide them in the cubes, and they still cast light underneath. So this will brighten this area up quite a bit more. You know, I wish I did. I wish I put colored lights in this. I might go edit those into like blues and greens and stuff. That might be cool. No, I think the white light is good. That might be good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I change the colors lights, or should I keep it white to kind of keep the clean and pristineness of this whole area set? I'm not sure. But that is going to be it for this episode of Planet Coaster, guys. This was a ton of fun to build. I can't wait to build the next section of the future area. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed and want to see more Planet Coaster in the future. Let me know if you have any suggestions for this area's name, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Bye.